What's your morning routine? You've probably seen all the posts about the $1 million morning routine. Wake up at 4:30, meditate, cold plunge, journal, do yoga, read for an hour, chant affirmations. The list goes on. Here's the thing. I've tried versions of these routines, and you know what I learned? They're completely overrated. If you've got a busy life, work, goals, responsibilities, the reality is your performance tomorrow isn't decided by your morning, it's decided by how you end today. I learned this the hard way. For years, I focused on stacking morning habits, thinking they were the secret to energy, focus, and results, but over time, I realized something much more powerful. It's not about how you start your day, it's about how you finish it. So in this video, I want to break down my exact nighttime routine. It's science-based, it's simple, and it's been life-changing for me. And no, it does not involve buying 100 gadgets, installing red light panels all over your house, or spending hours on biohacks. It's practical, it's doable, and it works. Your sleep isn't just downtime. It's when your body does its most important work. It regulates your hormones, it consolidates memory, it repairs muscle tissue and reduces inflammation, it resets your energy so you can actually show up the next day sharp. And that's why a consistent nighttime routine matters. It signals to your body that it's time to wind down, anchors your circadian rhythm, and creates a real boundary between work mode and life mode. So, let's get into the routine. Number 1, daylight exposure. My morning routine doesn't actually start at night, it starts during the day. Getting natural daylight on your skin, in your eyes, especially earlier in the day, helps reset your internal clock. It tells your brain when it's daytime and it prepares your body to release melatonin at night. Do I always get that perfect 15 minutes of sunrise light the experts recommend? Honestly, I don't. Life doesn't always allow it. My rule is simple. Just get natural light whenever I can. Walking between calls, stepping outside for 5 minutes, or even working by a sunny window. At the end of the day, you guys, it all adds up. It doesn't need to be perfect, it just needs to be built into your routine. Number 2, blocking stimulation. This one was a big learning curve for me. 2 things I cut out before bed. Caffeine after midday. Caffeine has a half-life of 6 to 8 hours, which means that afternoon lattes is still in your system when you're trying to sleep. I cut it off at noon, and honestly, I really notice the difference when I do have caffeine later in the day. I can feel it when I'm trying to sleep at night. The second thing I stopped doing is actually working out late at night. I used to think training late would make me tired. Wrong. It spiked my adrenaline, elevated my heart rate, and left me lying in bed awake. Now, I keep those intense sessions earlier in the day, and then in the evenings are for lighter movement or recovery. Number 3 is reduce nighttime light exposure. As the sun sets, I like to dim the lights in the house. Bright lights, especially overhead LEDs and screens, trick your brain into thinking it's still daytime. That suppresses melatonin and delays sleep. So here's what I do. Lights dimmed after dinner, blue light blocking glasses if I'm still on screens, and sometimes I'll even swap out bulbs for warmer amber red tones to mimic the sunset. I purchased a red light from Kmart, and honestly, it has been such a game changer in the evenings. I turn it on and it's a signal for me to get into a relaxing mode. The ambience is so beautiful in my room and it is an absolute vibe. I highly recommend it. Number 4 is the mind dump. Nothing ruins sleep like a racing brain. As an overthinker, perfectionist, the thoughts that I have sometimes are crazy and wild, and it stops me from being able to fall asleep. So to stop that, at the end of the day, I write down the 3 to 6 most important tasks for tomorrow. That way, when I sit down in my desk in the morning, I know exactly what to focus on. I also know that because I've written it down, I don't have to stress about it because I trust myself to deal with it the next day. I also set a hard stop for notifications on my phone. The only notifications that get through are personal text messages. Because at the end of the day, one stressful late night email can ruin a whole night's sleep. It's just not worth it. Number 5 is the hot shower or bath hack. This is my personal cheat code and I absolutely love it. I am obsessed. I personally work from home, so it needs to be a moment in my day where I switch from work mode to house mode. And a hot shower or taking a relaxing bath is a perfect way to transition to home life. Why this works is a hot shower raises your core temperature. And when you step out, the rapid cool down tells your brain it's time to sleep. It's like flipping a switch. It also signals day's done in my mind, and it's a transition ritual. After that, I'm not working, I'm not thinking about my to-do list, I am done. Because the more relaxed I am going into bed, the deeper my sleep is going to be. Number 6 is making my bedroom a beautiful space where I want to go. Because just creating a space that I actually want to be in makes me feel relaxed. It makes me feel excited to go in there. It makes me feel like this bedroom is ready for me to have a perfect night's sleep. And then lastly is bedtime boundaries. Consistency is key. Literally, I go to bed at the same time every single evening. I set a soft cap at 8:30 and a hard cap at 10:30. That way, even if the night runs long, I still hit 8 hours. Because the truth, nothing boosts performance like consistent sleep, not supplements, not hacks, just sleep. This routine has actually been life-changing, and here's what shifted for me. I fall asleep faster, my body is primed and ready. I stay asleep, no more waking up multiple times a night, and I wake up with energy without needing a giant morning checklist. And maybe the most important, I let go of the pressure to have the perfect morning routine. Instead, I have some non-negotiables in terms of I'm going to get some movement, I'm going to get some sunlight, of course, have a coffee, and then doing my journaling. But that will look different every single day. I have my non-negotiables, but the way that I do that is in tune with how I'm feeling. So if you've been struggling with your sleep, here's the truth. Your sleep is decided by your nighttime routine. Because your nighttime routine sets the stage for everything. Your hormones, your energy, your focus, and your mood. You don't need more hacks stacked onto your morning. You need space for one thing: deep, restorative sleep. So if you want consistent energy, sharper focus, and better health, stop obsessing about how you start your day and start focusing on how you end it.